ahead and get started. So, welcome everyone to the Boomsday AMA. Um, we're very glad to have all the people here. Not tons and tons of people, and that is okay. We've had a lot of people exit our community today, or not today, but this last month. Um, that's kind of what we were wanting. It's kind of given us a fresh start. Um, really allowing us to sort of reinvent ourselves here at Power. We'll go over a little bit of how the numbers are looking. Little PS, they look really good. And today's kind of an exciting day because it's our first full day today, truly no longer as a Ponzi, which is awesome to say after close to 15 months. I know Shadow and I were talking about this. Um, how exciting that is to not be a Ponzi anymore. That's like huge. We're just so excited. Big thank
It's huge because we used to just wake up to the chart just going down, 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 down.
turned out terrible, just brutal. So big thanks to our community helper of the month, by the way, LPK. He's been awesome. Love LPK, such a helpful member of our community. Our next community helper will be our good friend Defrag. So he will get his spotlight here in the announcement. We love Defrag. He's a longtime member of the community and just super strong, helpful guy. So we appreciate him and we will show that to him by making him community helper of the month. So I won't waste a lot of people's time. We've really kind of switched into the vibe of the AMAs that we have are nice and quick and short and to the point. So the important things that everybody wants to know: how many NFTs are in existence, because that's the cap. There won't be any more. What you see is what you get. That number will only go down as we intend to do buybacks over time, buybacks and burns. So the number of NFTs that we are sitting on is at about 2,068. So that's a pretty good number. And the global power level is 38,518.28. And that translates to, for each power level that you have across all your NFTs, you're going to be getting 38.9 US 0.38.9 USDC or 0.389 USDC per power level, or roughly 39 cents per power level. So if you have a 100 power level, that's close to $39 a month. So that's pretty consistent. We'll publish those numbers in the announcement so everyone can see, and you can pretty well count on that being consistent. Right now, with Phantom where it's at, our runway to supply those returns are over 4.5 years. With Phantom down here at 40 cents. If Phantom goes to $2, then we're looking at like a decade of supplying that time frame. And as we do buybacks and burns and stuff, that number will slowly go up. So we're very excited about that. 38, 39 cents per power level is really exciting because there's definitely an opportunity there for people to keep accumulating those smaller NFTs, and we'll eventually create a way to sort of bond them together and to make sort of a larger NFT so your wallet's not having like 40 NFTs in the dashboard. But yeah, we're really pumped with that. Those numbers came out way better than we thought. And in addition, we only refunded about 260,000 USDC. So we didn't go through the full 500,000, which is a direct benefit to everyone here because that goes right back into supplying that runway for those NFT payouts. So we're really excited about this because it means that people can confidently estimate their income over the next month, 6 months, year, and what that's going to look like for their NFTs. So we're really psyched about that. And our Dapp that we're working on will show all of those numbers so that you can get an easy, quick calculation of what that's going to look like right on the Dapp and stuff. That Dapp is being built. We should have some screenshots here probably in like a week or two of what it's going to look like. Worst comes to worst, if the Dapp is not fully ready and bug free by the time this month ends, we will make sure to get the first payout out this month. We will send those out at the very latest, even with no Dapp. Everybody will get their USDC airdrop the last Friday of this month. So the 31st. It's convenient. That's the last day of the month. So expect your first payout March 31st. Really excited for that. The DEX, moving forward onto that, is coming along nicely. Pol and I have been having a lot of discussions about what that's going to look like. And we're trying to do a lot of things that other DEXs are not doing because you have to sort of provide a niche experience so that people want to use us as compared to some of the competition on Phantom. And so some of that means really reworking existing contracts and sort of doing some complex math to make the situation at our DEX a unique experience. So it's coming along. We have a lot of the UI designs. They look really good. It's just a matter of making sure the contracts are done and then plugging those two things together. Um, but they are coming along. They're in the forefront of our conversations, especially now that this power pivot is over. Um, so we're very excited for that. Obviously, priority number one is getting the new Dapp out so that people can interact with their NFTs and see what's going on and get their payouts and stuff without having to just do blatant airdrops. But yeah, we're super excited about it. Everything moving forward. We have a couple other plans for creating revenue stream that we will talk about in the coming weeks. But there is stuff coming down the pipeline, and we are very, very excited. And we're really glad to have seen USDC bounce back to $1. We were all kind of holding on to our seats there, waiting with bated breath to see what would happen come Monday, today, and then to see USDC over $1 is like, okay. I think that instilled a lot of confidence in the crypto space, and you see that reflected in the price of ETH, Avalanche, Bitcoin. That there are people that are still here that want to make crypto a viable space and not just have another Luna or a situation like that. So really excited about that. That being said, if we want to go ahead and start taking some questions, if you want to raise your hand and come on up, now's the time. We'll give it just a second here. Boom, Shadow, how are you guys doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Living the dream, man. Got a little bit of a headache.
I've been
I've been
driving.
painting my son's room today, so
Oh, that's
that
fun.
and I've been pretty excited that we're done with the Ponzi. And for everyone that's here, thank you for sticking with us. And we'll get stuff done in the coming future. I'm very excited, and we have a good team, and we have dev like Paul. Paul is very like determined to be successful, and yeah, excited.
Yeah, Pol is an awesome dev to have for sure. We have been so grateful for Pol and all the helpful work that he's done. If anybody has any questions, just raise that hand in the AMA here. Otherwise, you guys are going to make this really short. Do we know how many didn't choose route 1 or 2? I don't have that at the moment, but I will get that information as best I can from Pol. That's a little bit harder to track. It's like comparing it to, users that are involved on, Power Station V5 that maybe didn't interact with a different contract. It's a little bit harder cross analysis. EASM, we do not have the new Dapp yet. It will be out, should be out. We're shooting for this month. Chad Chad Energy is asking for please give a rundown of the current power treasury and investments. What is the current position? Right now, our largest investment really is Phantom. We're a strong believer in the Phantom ecosystem, and the majority of our finances are in Phantom at the moment. We're kind of holding off on making a lot of investments in this really rocky time. And I think that that's a good decision on Cut's part, given how USDC literally depegged. Anything can kind of happen right now. Isam, how do you know whether you have chosen one or route 1 or 2? Go look at the transactions in your wallet and see if you interacted with the contract. Matt, I'm going to invite you up, but we're going to get to Sparky first. Sparky, what's going on, my man?
Morning, guys. Fun time to be chatting for sure. I have one quick question, and it's probably my confusion on if it's interfacing with the DApp or the DEX. But as far as making the NFTs tradable or sellable, what is the component that we're waiting on for that?
Once we get the images and the descriptions attached to the NFTs, we'll probably reach out to we have a partnership with Alpha Shares. We'll probably start trading on Alpha Shares as soon as possible. We just got to get the images fully connected into the NFTs to make sure that they plug into the Dapp correctly. And then once that's done, we'll feel confident to list the collection on an official marketplace.
Gotcha. Okay. So anticipation is by the end of the month, or do you think it'll take longer than the reworking of the app?
I think it shouldn't take longer than a month. Everything's subject to
Oh,
change, but I mean, slapping those images on there really shouldn't be too difficult. They're just going to be randomized across all the NFTs. And then it won't be hard. We have a good connection with Alpha Shares. It should be easy to get on there.
awesome. Okay. That was all I had. It's exciting, guys. I'm loving it. Loving being a part of this. Can't
Heck
wait.
yeah, dude. Us too. Awesome. Thanks, Sparky. Good to hear from you, man. Matt, what's going on, brother?
Hey there. Question. How long are you guys planning on letting us stake these powerful for USDC for?
Indefinitely is the plan. So there's going to be some changes that come to the single-sided staking. It will no longer be based here soon off of the amount of generators that you had. It will be based off of the amount of power level in your wallet. And we'll probably drop that down. Before it was like a thousand powerful per nuclear. We'll probably drop it down to 500 per nuclear or so, or per power level or so. And then revenue that goes towards single-side staking, or that pool that goes towards single-side staking, is funded by the NFT trading. So the amount of income that we make from the NFTs being traded on probably Alpha Shares goes to refill that pool.
Got it. So in the past, you guys funded it by the storms. Now you guys are going to fund it by the NFT transactions. So when are you officially switching over? I'm just trying to figure out if the payout's when it's gonna change. How about that?
So the payout will continue to go down as long as that pool decreases every month. When you'll start to see more money flow into the single side staking is when we get money, some form of income from the NFT shares or the NFT trading on Alpha Shares. So probably early April, start to see some cash hopefully flow into there.
Got it. Got it. And then I guess one last question. Energy. Is there any point in keeping those around? You guys plan on doing anything with that?
Still planning on using it as part of our DEX token.
Okay. Along with Powerful?
Yes, sir. We plan to use both in a dynamic way.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Have a good evening or afternoon or whatever.
You too. You too.
Hi. Hello.
All right, what's going on, Ezum?
Yeah, I can see that I have a power level of 20 or something. Does it mean that I'm in with the new contract?
Yes, it does indeed mean that.
And do you have the assumption how much it will earn, like the power
I
levels?
don't have an assumption. I have an exact number.
Okay.
You have a power
then,
level of 20.
Yeah.
Your power level is 20. That means that you will be making about $7.78 a month, or about $93.36 a year. And it feels really, really amazing to be able to say that with confidence. That makes me
Okay.
happy.
And then that will increase with the price of powerful or
It
decrease.
will increase with as we create more avenues for income in the future, and as we do buyback and burns of the NFTs. So as there's less NFTs on the market, there will be less of the monthly USDC dispersion across different NFTs. So that means that the amount of USDC you receive every month will be more concentrated. So that number should, in theory, over time, continue to go up for one reason or another.
Then
Or a
if I want to
combination.
increase my power level, what am I supposed to do?
You cannot increase your power level. You can buy more NFTs to do that.
And then when will that be? Like when the new
So
They
we
are
plan
people.
to list on a marketplace, highly likely to be alpha shares, probably late March, early April. So pretty soon. And
Okay.
then you can buy those suckers to your heart's content, or do what Sparky does and ask people in Power Chat if they're willing to sell their NFTs and scoop those suckers up.
So basically, I have to buy to increase my power level. I have
Yes,
to
and
buy
the
NFT.
reason that is because we gave a month for everyone to mint their NFTs, but now that there's no way to increase your power level, that's how I can confidently tell you that I know that this time next year, I know exactly how much money you'll be able to make.
Okay.
That's the power of not increasing the power level. We can tell you with confidence, I know exactly how much money you're going to make every month, every 6 months, in a year.
Mm.
And if we were allowing people to increase their power level, it would screw that whole system up.
So I have to buy it from those who want to sell now.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. Any other questions? And yes, it will be recorded and uploaded. So this AMA will be put up online. Any questions, guys? Oh, LPK, what's going on, my man?
How's it going? I'm trying not to burn the kitchen down while doing this.
That's a good idea. Don't do that.
I was going to say, could you share any info on what the USP will be for the
What?
decks? Might be quite interesting for everyone.
Say that again?
What the USP would be for the power decks?
The
So
USP?
yeah, what's like the unique selling point, or what's going to be
Okay.
different with this deck
Yes, the
to?
unique selling point, we'll kind of share everyone in. Our real point of the decks here is to really focus on making it a space for new projects to want to launch through sort of like gamified marketing. And we are really, really pushing heavy with an in-house designed loyalty program. So we want to make it a space where we can give people cash back on their swaps. So if you use Power Swap every day, we're going to reward you with USDC for doing that, airdropped right to your account for using our decks. Doing that is kind of a mathematical difficulty. We're trying to balance it to make sure that we're not catering to bots or to whales, but that everybody can be involved. And then if you're going to swap, if you're going to be trading on Phantom, you might as well use Power Swap, because if you're going to trade, you might as well be paid for it. That's kind of our motto. That's the direction we want to go for. And we believe that that'll help us to really dominate a lion's share of the market moving forward. Because if we can say, hey, swap on our decks, we'll literally pay you. There's a lot of power in that.
Nice. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's our
That
plan.
was it.
Awesome. Schrodinger's cat, what ways might monthly gains per NFT increase in future potentially? We want to, do buyback and burns of the NFTs so that, the amount per power level goes up. We want to create new revenue streams, like I was just speaking with LPK about creating a DEX. We've also still continuing to look into borrowing and lending platforms, and also creating side little games, kind of like P2E, for people to hop into and kind of FOMO into and really get the DGen crowd involved in. And we're actively looking for developers and designers to build that out for us right now. So we're doing a lot of things for sure. Will the revenue share be paid out and airdropped, or will we have to claim them from the Dapp? This first month might be airdropped, ALAP, but moving forward, we want to have you claim them from the Dapp because you'll have to have your NFTs staked. And the only reason we're doing that is to continue to mitigate lost funds to hacked wallets, stolen NFTs that are listed on marketplaces. We don't want to pay those people out that aren't participating in the system. So all you have to do is go to the website, go to the Dapp, click your NFT, click stake, and then you'll be good. But that's just a little checkpoint there to prevent abused, mishandled, hacked wallets and all that. All right. Any other questions, guys? We'll give it just a second here. Let me check Power Chat, see if there's anything going on. Nope. All right. Well, I'll give it another second here, but if nobody wants to raise their hand, I think we'll about wrap it up. We'd love a 25-minute AMA. Some people try to go for an hour on their AMAs. I don't think it's necessary. I feel like we're in a unique situation here at Power where all the people that are still here are people that understand what's going on. And that feels great. It feels really good to know that the people here are people that understand what we're building and where we're going. And the people that have stuck around here in the long haul are going to start feeling the benefits of being here and getting those cash rewards. We are so psyched for that, guys. You guys don't even know. So if that's it, I'm not seeing any other hands or questions. I want to just say thank you to the team, thank you to the community helpers, and above all, thank you to our community. You guys are awesome. We would literally not be here without you. And I'm just so excited that today is our first full day of truly having changed the entire design of Power. And things are going to continue to look up moving forward. So with that being said, we will catch you guys on the next one. Be on the lookout for an announcement, and we will talk soon. Thank you so much, guys.